We're in the infancy, so to speak. We're just building. We're in the UWS this coming season. We're excited about it. Most recently, how it's grown. It was 2 years ago. We were attempting to get into the W League at the time. It's just in almost the middle of the night, went belly up, so to speak. I remember being on the road in Saskatchewan with the UFC and seeing a tweet about it. We put together an exhibition team. We had our operations set up. We had our budget set up. We were good to go. And all of a sudden it disappeared. UWS came about. We tried to get into it last year. To be fair, probably weren't quite ready. The league gave us a year to get sorted, and we're ready to go now. Some of the players have played together at the major league level, which is a good standard here. And now we switch gears and go UWS this spring. Yeah, we started player specific. We wrote down, it must be almost 90 names of players that we thought that we knew that may or may not be interested, that we thought could play at this level. We start crossing off names as people become unavailable or which have you are not in town. We posted some open tryout dates, I believe April 1st and 2nd. As of today, we've got 55 names registered there. We know a lot of them, but there's a few we don't know. We started to get messages from people across the country, which has been neat, anywhere from BC to Quebec. We've got some young women coming from Quebec. We've got a couple coming from BC, and just starting to put things down on paper about what we think would be the most competitive team, combining local talent from all parts of Calgary, Alberta for that matter, and bolster it with some talent from elsewhere across the country. So we're looking for people that you got to be competitive. You got to want to step up and play at this level. It's a good level. You have to be athletic. You have to be technical enough, tactical enough. You got to basically tick all those boxes. We're looking for standout performers on the weekend with 50 some odd women coming out. It'll be the 5 or 6 that stand out the most, either with one of those qualities or preferably all of them. Tough question. It depends on the day. The list has changed a little bit. I've got poster paper all over the office, and somebody came in the other day and go, "These are 4 different teams." And I said, "Yeah, I know. It depends on the day." So I would say right now we've got a good core of 7 or 8, and we'll build to 22 from there. There's 3 conferences. There's a conference basically on the eastern seaboard of the United States, a Midwest conference. There's a West Coast conference. Our conference has changed from what I originally said. There's Salt Lake City is in it, Houston, 2 teams in the Los Angeles area, Santa Clarita and SoCal, and ourselves. So essentially it's an 8-game short burst of a season, league-wise. Winner of each conference goes to the Final Four, and 1 wild card that comes from the conference that hosts the Final Four, which we're not sure who that is yet. That's the format, home and away. We start May 26th, we wrap up July 8th. And then playoffs would occur after that. So it's short, sharp. I know there's some big signings coming. Santa Clarita in particular, they've signed some US U23s, Venezuelan international and Colombian international, former Canadian international and Susselman. So the league it's standard based. The teams are going after players that are either current university stars or players that want to push on maybe the next level, NWSL or overseas. Or in a case of a Susselman, somebody that is given back to the game. If you look at her interviews, some of the other teams, it's primarily top-end NCAA talent right now. We want to showcase talent. We want to showcase Canadian talent. We want to, there's lots of different pathways, etc. This is one in which we get to cross the border and play against some U.S. players and so forth. We want to showcase those up-and-comers, those current U Sports stars, or maybe Calgary kids that went south of the border for NCAA, and help kids get pushed on, or young women rather get pushed on, whether it not be just at this level or NWSL, or like I said earlier, overseas, or maybe have the people in red and white at CSA notice, hey, that player's doing all right against some good competition. That's in general player specific, team specific. I've said before, I'm a bit nervous. It's a good league. I want to win, and that's what we do, and that's what we're going to try to do here right away.